So for some VC, which team had the most road games won this season?
Was it the Celtics, the Heat, the Pelicans, or the Clippers?
Their fans are ready, and if this shot from earlier is any indication, the Mavericks certainly look ready too. Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's Gobert in its center. And for Dallas, the star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Daniel Gafford is out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. And Greg, taking a look at this one here tonight, the clash at the guard positions really stands out.
No question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done. And I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
Now here's Edwards. Passes it to Towns. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Nice vision that time from Towns. And you know, he's got that skill set.
Minnesota foul. Carl Anthony Towns. First personal foul.
Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the big three of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
And the first one drops. Gafford cans them both. Clark, last season, Minnesota's talent was undeniable, but the results weren't there.
You know what, Kevin? They just had trouble puzzling all the pieces together. I mean, this season wasn't a failure by any means, but the outcome didn't match the high expectation.
5 on the clock. Here's McDaniels. Rebounded by Gafford. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. And it's Washington missing. Conley kicks to Edwards. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact for the hoop and the harm.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He had 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards.
Here is Edwards after Luka Doncic's bucket. Back to Edwards. Here's Conley. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Conley against Doncic. From the top of the key, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Jaden McDaniels. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for one, Derek Jones Jr.
for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Conley, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And what a smart player Conley is, able to analyze defenses in pick and rolls and make the right read.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it in.
I like Doncic's willingness to share the ball. He wants to see other guys involved in producing.
The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Conley scanning the floor. And the rejection by Gafford. Doncic passes to Irving to the paint. Dallas moving it around. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound Minnesota.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's McDaniels. No good. Missing. Nice D from Doncic. To the middle. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. Here's Conley. Nice D from Doncic.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
You got to run Kyrie off that line. If you let him get comfortable and find his shot from behind the arc, it's a wrap.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And Morris subbed in for Mike Conley. Stolen by Anderson. To the inside. Will it go? Morris, no good.
2 minutes remaining.
Mavericks leading by 5. Back to Gafford. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Gafford's got 6.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Anderson can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lets it go from deep. Hardy, no good. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. And with Towns, we're looking at one of the best three-point shooting big men in the NBA, Clark. He is something to watch.
He really is, and when you add in everything else he does, Kevin, he's one of the best players in the league, period.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now, here's Gafford. Guarded by Reed. Gafford misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Morris into the lane. They get the rebound. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
First personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
At the line for
This
2.
is his first free throw of the game.
And 74%, you know, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
First one falls for him. A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Daniel Gafford. And Josh Green subbed in for Dante Exum. Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for Minnesota. Both free throws good from Reed. What a special opportunity Dallas has with a generational talent, Clark, like Doncic.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he's special. And I think the Mavs need to do something with his presence in terms of building a competitive team around him, because Doncic expects to be in the playoffs every season.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
With 2 seconds left, and that one is off. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's Dallas up by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
The Mavericks leading. The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Green is out there with Washington. And it's Kleba in at the center position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Now here's Anderson. After Luka Doncic's miss, here's McDaniels. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. On its way from Irving for 2 with the putback. Great positioning on the putback. Washington's got his first points in this one.
Stick-to-itiveness, folks. That's what you see in Washington, and I love it. This guy attacks the glass.
Timberwolves trail by 3. And the pass to Gobert. Passes it to McLaughlin. 6 on the shot clock. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Hey, Special K, in your playing days, you were such a strong defender. Who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Hey, I appreciate the love, partner, but strong defender attached to my name back in the day would not mix well if we're talking truth. But I will tell you, the hardest guy I had to deal with was Bernard King. He gave me fits. He was relentless in his pursuit of the pumpkin. They ran a bunch of stuff for him when he was playing for the Knicks, and that dude could put it in the basket.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, the Mavericks' all-time great Dirk Nowitzki this summer was enshrined in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame and received a huge statue outside the Mavericks arena. The iconic one-legged fadeaway immortalized in bronze. Inscribed on the base, loyalty never fades away. 21 letters, one for each of his 21 seasons playing in Dallas. Kevin?
Isn't that something? Great stuff, DA. Thank you. Mavericks trail by 3. Right wing. Back to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
Credit where credit is due. P.J. Washington is one hard-working guy on the floor. Isn't he great?
He's got that grittiness to him, Kevin. Values every chance he gets to affect the game. And like you said, he puts a ton of effort into his play.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Here's Conley following the score by Dallas. Gobert down low, guarded by Powell, and Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Back to Gobert. He dishes it to Anderson. Another shot. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Minnesota has possession. The Mavericks making the shot. And here's Gobert. Here's McDaniels. Second chance effort. Out to Conley. Fires the three. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. Washington finds Irving. The 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed comes in for Gobert. And Karl Anthony Towns subbed in for Anderson. Inside. Lively, that's good. Lively's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Conley the pass to Towns. Kicks it to Edwards. Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 8 points.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The Mavericks pull it in.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Takes the 13-footer. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
Oh, yeah. Irving, he has the mid-range in his bag now. He can knock those shots down.
And the Timberwolves call time here. And Clark, here we are watching Kyrie Irving. When he's on, it is amazing to watch.
Remarkably smooth as an athlete, Kevin, and otherworldly when you look at his skills as a basketball player, particularly ball handling and shot making. Talking pure basketball, he's one of the most entertaining players of the last 30 years for sure.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Washington. Jones comes in for Dante Exum. Hardaway is subbed in for Irving. Now, here's Doncic. That one's not going to go. Here's Edwards. Here's Towns.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
Taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Doncic. Oh, good on that one. Great D that time from Edwards. Timberwolves leading by 4. Down low, Towns. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
The assist.
Morris has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Lively. And that one is hammered home.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Doncic passes to Gafford. The shot, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. missing, all of us are missing a lot of easy monies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
And see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool line.
Got it.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. After a slow start, they turned up in the second quarter, going into the half with a 4-point lead. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
You have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second unit. But tonight, they've been key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this. Getting that extra boost is huge.
And Shaq, what do you have to say about the Mavericks?
Their unselfishness has kept them in the game. Just look at the assist numbers. Guys will make the cuts and move the ball freely. You look to see the offense function like a well-oiled machine, sort of like myself.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So on the floor for Minnesota, the two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Timberwolves leading by 4. And after making the playoffs a few years in a row, the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, missed the cut in 2023.
Yeah, disappointing end to their season on multiple levels. And given the history of the Mavs, I would expect them to bounce back and get headed in the right direction soon.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And Doncic gets it to go.
Hey, there's no denying it. Kyrie is a score-first guard, but he's a better passer than he gets credit for.
Here's Edwards. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Jones, the pass to Gafford. Gobert with the block.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Doncic against Conley. And they double up Doncic. Doncic gets it to go inside.
Trying to knock Luka off his game, distract him and frustrate him, but he just plays through contact like it's not there.
Conley against Doncic. Towns for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Towns has got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves. And the Mavericks call time here. Josh Green's checked in for Jones. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Here's Doncic. Gets the bucket and the foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
Luka very intentional in what he's doing here. He understands he's going to get hit, but he's seeking out that contact and playing right through it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Luka Doncic.
And the Mavs consult Luka before any major move now. Rare for a player so young to have that much say.
Yeah, you know, I don't know how much I agree with that, but given Luka's stardom and in the day and age we're in, he is Dallas going forward. And to some degree, I think perhaps he has earned the right to have a say in who he's going to team up with. This is what the team relies on Gobert for, clearing the glass and finishing the play.
To the wing right side. Washington passes to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got his third basket of the night.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Now, here's McDaniels. He's got 6. Gobert, and that's good. And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
Best of luck to any defender trying to slow Gobert down. He is ruthless inside.
Doncic dishes to Green. Shoots over McDaniel. That misses off the backboard. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Tries again. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Gafford. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Mavericks trail by 8. To the inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Gafford's got 8 points.
Keeping that head on the swivel, eyes alert. Washington doing a nice job finding this man there.
Now Conley. Pass to Gobert. He kicks it to McDaniels. Pocket 4. Pulls it up. Another miss by Minnesota.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Mike Conley.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Minnesota.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Mavericks trail by 6. To the paint. Here's Hardy. And it's Hardy with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Now, here's Reed. Buries it from three-point range. Reed's got 5 now.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Pulls up, high post. Hardy, no good. Timberwolves leading by 7, inside. The jump hook. He shoots again. Reed misses. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Hardy, no good.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
McDaniels kicks Reed. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Reeves got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves. Hardy passes to Exum. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got 7 rebounds in the game. Got it off in time. No good there. And so it's Minnesota ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Washington out there with Hardaway. And it's Powell in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here is Conley after Luka Doncic's miss. Outside Conley. Here's Alexander Walker. Kept alive, Minnesota.
Hard work on the glass that time gives them the ball back, and they get a chance to milk a little more clock.
Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer, and right through it goes.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Gobert, the pass to Alexander Walker. The kick out to Towns. Sinks the 3-pointer.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. He's going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And the Timberwolves call timing. A short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Dallas. And a change for the Timberwolves. Anderson, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. Now he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David. And Minnesota has possession. The Mavericks making the shot. Anderson got a piece of it.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Doncic. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Conley. Knocks down the 10-footer.
The silky smooth dribble moves of Conley, so slick in how he creates for himself.
Here's Doncic. Doncic bullies the D inside.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
Yeah, you want to get those sure things down the stretch, and that close to the bucket, he is a sure thing.
Anderson outside. The kick out to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Washington. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Anderson.
Rolling. Towns just keeps finding opportunities to score.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And when it comes to Luka Doncic, he's simply, Greg, one of the best players in the entire game.
No question about it. He's a threat to record a triple-double every time he takes the floor. As versatile and dangerous a player as there is in our league.
First free throw is good.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. McDaniels checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Here is Edwards. Outside Conley. Has to go Bear. The 10-footer. Great D that time from Powell.
Boy, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Wants to get it to Doncic, and does. Towns with the defensive effort.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Here we go.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
They continued to feed him throughout the game, and with good reason. They realized he was hot, had the hot hand, and they wanted to ride that. And he refuses to let them down, coming through at every turn.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Mavericks. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Reed's checked in. Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Doncic, and he lays it straight in. Doncic has got 25 points.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moments.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Mavericks on D. Outside Conley. The pass to Reed. Kicks to Edwards. 5 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gafford's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And he makes that one. Now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead.
Yes, indeedy. Irving giving you much in the clutch.
Here's Edwards. And the rejection by Gafford. Doncic outside. Over Conley. Again, the Mavericks score.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
1:35 left to play in the final quarter. Edwards against Irving. They grab their own miss. Passes to McDaniels. Irving against Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Goes back up. And it's Irving with the rebound.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his mates in the last quarter.
Doncic with the bucket.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Edwards inside, covered by Irving. Timberwolves passing it around. Edwards passes to Towns. Almost, but it rolls out. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Irving's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota, trailing by 4. Shot to stop the run. They get it again. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, so they foul intentionally.
Third team foul. Off the line for down. Luka Doncic.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
A prime-time player. Doncic loves these moments. All eyes on Luka.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Two-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 4. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So it's the Timberwolves now. Conley's shot is off. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
McDaniels passes to Towns. Edwards kicks to Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Here with Luka. You got the W, so what did you think about your performance?
You know, we got to win against a team that is very competitive. You know, they go hard no matter what. You know, they're a great team. And, you know, I'm just glad we got to win, and we got to keep going like that.
Hey, man, thanks for your time. I really appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, D.A., thanks again. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.